Ladies and gentlemen, today's in-depth review is of the 2-in-1 Anakin Skywalker to Darth Vader Target exclusive lightsaber. Let's do this. So we're going to start off with the packaging. This is the package that comes in. This is going to be on a rack. There's a clear tab here. They're all going to be within the lightsaber section. So at the top we have a Star Wars logo. On the left here we have a blue light. On the right here you have a red. It divides the lightsaber right there in the middle. 2-in-1. Left side Anakin, right side Darth. Picture of them in the middle there. Going down, a little flap to cover the lightsaber and make sure it stays in place. Right here and towards the bottom middle, it says blade changes color. A little arrow showing the button. You have lights and sounds. And it's also multilingual. So here's the hilt. I'm going to press it to show you the try-on stuff. So as you see, it goes from blue to red. It also has a Darth Vader breathe in and breathe out effect. Right here at the bottom says Anakin Skywalker to Darth Vader. Color change lightsaber. Ages 6 and up. Only a Target exclusive. I'm calling BS on that because I've seen this at Walmart like a year or two ago. I didn't buy it because I didn't have money. 3 AA batteries required, but they're included, so that's great. Disney logo, Hasbro logo. There's a little cutout here at the bottom so you can hear the lightsaber demo. Here on the right side of the box, you have a Star Wars logo, Anakin Skywalker to Darth Vader, color change lightsaber. You can see the open box. You have a photo of Anakin from Revenge. Nice little pic of him and Ben Kenobi fighting in Revenge. Picture of him looking very evil. Then we switch over to a blue side to the red side. You have Darth, a picture of him. Looks pretty awesome. Darth fighting, looks like a Episode 6 Luke. And then a photo of Darth. And then Disney and Hasbro logos. Seems on the other side, the left side. It's the same exact stuff. So, we also have warning and then the battery thing. On the back, you have logo, Star Wars, Anakin Skywalker to Darth Vader, color change lightsaber. A little schematic and some kind of Jedi writing or whatever that is. You have the blue tube for Anakin Skywalker mode, the red tube for Darth Vader mode. Includes lightsaber and instructions. 2-in-1, blade changes color. How many times do we have to say that? And a bunch of mumbo jumbo trademarks made in China nobody cares about. So to unpack this guy, usually just take out here the bottom. Makes more sense than to do the top. You have your instructions. These are the instructions. Come out like this. To replace batteries, that's how you do it. Use a screwdriver, put them in, yada yada yada. Don't need to know about any of that stuff. Before you get into play, turn it from 1 to 2 to turn it from demo mode to regular mode. And it says right here, press the button to activate. Power up, activation, change to red, change to blue, power down. And there's the lightsaber. Okay, so some things about this lightsaber, positives and negatives. I'm just gonna get into the negatives. Number 1, this little clip. I know it's mostly screen accurate. Some lightsabers for Darth and Anakin actually don't have this. I don't know if this is supposed to be for Darth or Anakin. However, this is pretty damn dangerous. It's pinching me right now and it's hurting me right now. I'm assuming it's going to hurt a kid with more softer, delicate skin. Also, how are you supposed to grip this thing? You can go one-handed, it's probably going to still pinch you. If you go two-handed, it's still going to pinch you. How do you avoid it? You probably go like this. What the hell's the point of this if it's too dangerous for kids? You can probably chop it off, sand it down. You still have to be careful not to cut yourself on it. Number 2 I have a problem with is the button. It's kind of hard to activate sometimes. It's a lot harder to push than the Disney Store Darth Vader lightsaber. This is all flat and flush. This one is recessed, so it's kind of hard sometimes to push it rather than this one. They added a nice accessory here for detailing. It's the clip to put on your belt when you have it on your holster just at the side of you. However, it's just really gummy. It just feels really cheap. If this is like maybe a real metal or maybe a harder plastic, it's just, I don't know, too cheap to me. There are a couple screw holes. There's one there, there, at the bottom. Besides that, screw holes aren't that big of a problem for lightsabers for me. Another negative about this guy is that his handle is hard plastic down here and it's very uncomfortable to grip compared to the Disney Store one that is rubber. This is all rubber here. When you test it out in the store, you're like, oh my god, this is so comfortable. This one is the complete opposite. I'm holding it right now, gripping it pretty firmly, as well as this one. I'm going to show you the hands here. See that? Not so much on here. So negative number 4 is this. You hear that? It's like a loose battery cover or something, but when I'm gripping it, I noticed it when I was flinging the thing around. So if you hold it, you can click it. I don't know if mine's just like that because of a defect, or if they're all like that. Let me know in a comment down below. You have this and it clicks like that. There's too many negatives for this guy. And then here is the lightsaber sticker. You can take it off. It just says, caution, do not poke or jab at people or animals. Use away from breakable objects. So after we've unboxed it, I'm touching this thing. And yeah, man, this little clip thing, yeah, it's, you know, fairly accurate, but it's just so hard. And when I'm gripping this thing, you can hear that. That's awful. If I'm holding this any which way, you can hear that clicking, even if I fire it on. So, don't know what the camera's picking up, but they have rings here. If you want a solid, really awesome looking lightsaber color, you're gonna have to buy the Force FX $100 to $200 ones. Those are actually the list price of them. On eBay second market stuff, they're like $300 to $500. It's stupid insane. So this is pretty much an ultimate effects lightsaber. You're going to get blue for Anakin. And if you want to change to Darth, you hold down the button. It will change to Darth and give you one breathe in and breathe out of Darth Vader. Or you can just power down and power up again. So we're going to power up as Anakin. Press the button to power down and power up as Darth. And I pretty much only bought this because I wanted it to be Darth Vader, like all the time. I don't know if there was a switch or something that you could have switched automatically to red every time you turn on. Sadly, every time you turn it on, it's going to turn on as Anakin. And in my opinion, I do not like Anakin Skywalker. I think he's a horrible character. Darth Vader is their best character, in my opinion. Probably as I was a little kid growing up, I loved villains because of Darth Vader. And I love him so much. That's why I wanted to get this lightsaber, and it's been nothing but a disappointment to me. So I'm going to show you Battle Clash sounds. It's your generic Ultimate Effects lightsaber clash. Here is the Disney Store Darth Vader. It sounds just like A New Hope, clash-wise. I love it. It's very old school. So this one is inferior to the Disney Store version, in my opinion, for the clash sounds. That's aspect number 1. Aspect number 2, motion. It's really not that great. It's not picking up on everything. But I will say that it is better than the Disney Store one. I think the Disney Store one is not as good as the 2-in-1. For some reason, sometimes when I swipe like I just did, it'll pick up an extra swipe. The sound is making it like I went this way then this way. But I only did this. This one does have its flaws. On camera, you can probably tell they're almost the same, but I'm telling you right now, the naked eye, this one is brighter. You can probably see the rings more, but this one just looks like nearly a pink because of the white tubing compared to this one being a red tubing. One thing that this has an advantage of over this one, if you run out of batteries, you're gonna still be playing with this one because it's red and you'll know who you are as a bad guy or a good guy. Compared to this one, if you run out of batteries, you're kind of screwed. You just have a white tube. Number 2 reason why I say this one's better is illumination during the day. Like I showed you earlier, the illumination is just better on this one. At night, they are the same though. I will say that. They're pretty much parallel if you turn the lights off. People have been saying that the white tubing is better than the red tubing as far as sturdiness. That may be true. I think it's like 2 tubes in here compared to like 1 tube in here. But still, I don't know, man. The hilt here compared to the hilt in this one, I'm doing a review of this one as well. I really like the hilt of this one better. However, one thing that this has an advantage of over this one is that this one, Ultimate Effects type deal here, it's a very solid tube. This one's a little loose because of the rumble feature inside of it. There's a little rubber ring inside of here I'm going to talk about in the review of the Disney Store exclusive. So this one's a little more sturdy. I don't know what that crack was. What is that? I think that's the battery cover. but it is sturdier than this one. But if you're wailing it around doing this a lot, I don't think it matters. This, because that rubber ring has a rumble feature, so if you, I don't know if you can hear that or not, it's rumbling. It's also producing a light effect that the Disney Store has, and this one does not. It just does psh, and a generic lightsaber clash sound. I prefer the Disney Store version over this one. This one's only 30 bucks. This one's 45. I don't know. Those are just the comparisons of the two. I do feel this is sturdy. I can hit this all day. One more thing I actually just noticed right now. If you're doing battle clash sounds, right? Or battle clashing. You notice how it's going from red? Because it flashes, it dims. And when it dims, it's just producing that white tube. So it kind of looks crappy. This one, if you do that, you're still having a red light produced because it is a red tube. So I prefer this one like over everything except the tube being a little wobbly. What would I give this out of 10? If you guys really like Anakin Skywalker and you really like Darth Vader, this is a must buy. If you really like Darth Vader and you want one of these, if you cannot afford the Force effects, go with the Disney Store exclusive. It's only $30. It's pretty much perfect except the damn loose blade. And if you really have the money, people are scalping the old Force effects lightsabers for like $300 to $500. It's a lot of money, but those things are great. They don't have a rumble feature. That's the only negative I've seen out of the whole thing. Besides that, they have metal hilts. They have the white tube, but the illumination is far better. It's a power up and power down. This power up and power down doesn't go from hilt to the top. This one does. Like, how hard is that, Hasbro, to get that done? Here, it even powers down like that. Here, it doesn't. It's all just one as it fades. So out of 10, what would I give the 2-in-1? A 5. I don't know, a 5. This is, 45 bucks. I don't know why these damn lightsabers, they're electronic ones. Like, even the blade builders that extend are electronic. Those things are like $40. Why are they $40? These things are not worth $40. I'm sorry. But this one, it has some cool features. What the hell is that? Toys, man. See, I would pay $100 to like maybe $150 for a Force Effects, but $200, man. Every time I just touch these, I'm just like, I need a Force Effects. I need to stop messing with this plastic crap. I've been told by my friends to do that, and I haven't. But this is the 2-in-1 Anakin Skywalker. I'm going to give it a 5 or a 6. That's my own personal opinion. If you guys really like this, all the features I've demoed, I've talked to you about the negatives of the hilt here, of the non-rubber, of this stupid clip. You can probably just cut this off, to be honest with you. Then again, you can probably cut yourself on the cutoff part, so maybe sand that down. Besides that, if you really like this, go for it. So thanks, guys, very much for watching. May the Force be with you. I hate how I cannot do Darth Vader every time. So here it is in the night. You can see the rings, I think. It looks great. There's a little shakiness to this guy. Not as much as this one, though. As you see, the $30 Disney Store is nearly the damn same. You can probably see the same rings. The rings are a little more faded and not as noticeable on the Disney Store one compared to this one. But I don't know. That's it in the night, folks. Let's swing around like a jackass. Come on, dog. Let's duel. You want to fight? I'll fight the couch. Thanks, guys, for watching. May the Force be with you. It has the motion sensor sounds. Not that accurate, not that responsive, but it's better than this one. It's a lightsaber hum, but this one sounds more like Vader. And this one's battle clash sounds, compared to this one, are legitimate. These are so original Saga sound effects. I love this one. You can see here also, not to the camera, but to my naked eye right now, if you own these two and you're looking at them side by side, you'll see the same exact thing I'm seeing.